Okay, looks like people are starting to come back, no, into the main room from the breakouts.
I know 15 minutes was a little bit too short, but time is
Oo
limited.
nga eh. I'm seeing here that some people are only in the introductions. Unfortunately, naputol.
But we will have
Too short
another
daw, too
breakout
short.
at the end of the program, right, Paolo?
Yes, yes, yes. So, to ito, looks like people are starting to come back in. We've got 344 now back in. So for the guys who, found that breakout a little too short, we're sorry. We had to cut it short, no medyo marami tayo, but we're going to do another breakout later. We'll do our best to get everyone into more sessions like that,
And
no?
we've now reached the second half of the program. I mean, the event. And if you, it's time for us to sit back and relax, Paolo.
Yep,
And
it's I know.
if you like what you've seen so far, like and subscribe. Give us a
Yeah, so
shout
I
out
can't ako.
on the chat.
I agree. I can't wait to myself get to chat with everyone, and thank you, Chito. It was a pleasure hosting with you tonight. I had a lot of
The
fun.
the honor
I'm
was
gonna take you
mine
up on that breakfast offer in New Jersey,
for
man.
sure. You ever heard of Taylor Ham? That's Jersey born.
Done deal,
Okay,
done
it's been a
deal.
pleasure hosting for tonight, but now we'd like to introduce the next hosts who are both part of the Silver Jubilarian Batch 1996. Sir Pat, April.
Hey April,
Eh,
so nice to see you again. Right now it's
April's on
around
mute.
6. Yeah, right now it's around 6 in the morning here in sunny Southern California. Well, the sun should come out soon. I'm happy to start the day with everyone. So actually, yeah, those were the days during our college time, no? So I remember mid 90s when we graduated. Things in pop culture. So it was like movies like Forrest Gump, Pulp Fiction, and then we had musical artists like TLC, Nirvana, Alanis. They were on the radio, and then we had like a Shy Guy, Mr. Boombastic, songs like that. And then meanwhile at Ateneo, the newest building on campus was a Socksci building, and we were happy that ME was one of the departments chosen to be located there. We also saw the birth of Food for Thought, which is from our beloved Mr. Darwin Yu. And just to date our batch even further, we saw the transition of doing our reports from WordStar. So I'm sure millennials are not familiar with that. We moved from that to Microsoft Word. So we moved from 5 and 1/4 floppy disks to 3.5 inch disks. So those were our days. So medyo matagal na yun. Anyway, at this point, we want to show the next batch of TikTok videos. So remember, everyone will vote for our People's Choice later. So here are the next batch of videos. I hope you enjoy this.
You can reach me by railway. You can reach me by trailway. You can reach me on an airplane. You can reach me with your mind. You can reach me by caravan. Cross the desert like an Arab man. I don't care how you get here, just get here if you can. 'Cause they say it's difficult. Yes, stereotypical. Gotta be conventional. You You can't be so radical. So I sing this song to all of my age. For these are the questions we've got to face. For this new cycle we call life. We are the ones who are next in line. We are next in line. Maunawaan mo kaya kung baka sampalin mo lang ang aking mukha. Nagdadalawang isip na huwag na lang kaya. Huwag na lang kaya. Oh, once upon a midnight hill, I woke up with something in my head. Couldn't escape the memory of a phone call and of what you said. Like a king so fantastic with a parting gift, I could not believe my eyes. When I saw through the voice of a trusted friend who leads you in me and tell me lies. Yeah, you and me and tell me lies. And I like it, so I don't mind. And as we see, so shall we find. And when you're feeling open, I'll still be here. But not without a certainty who I feel. And what will be with you and me. I still can see things hopefully. But you, why you wanna give me a run around? Is it a surefire way to speed things up? When all it wants is slow me down.
Am I the only one? Am I sexual? Am I everything you need? You better rock your body now. Everybody, rock your body. Am I the only one? Am I sexual? Am I everything you need? You better rock your body now. Everybody, rock your body. Relentlessly, still fighting, I don't know why. If our love is tragedy, why are you my remedy? If our love insanity, why are you my parody? I'll be fucked up if you can't be right. Yeah. I do the same thing. I told you that I never would. I told you I changed, even when I knew I never could. Know that I can't find nobody else as good as you. I need you to stay. Need you to stay. I do the same thing. I told you.
Okay, guys. So thanks again for watching. And I think for all of us, we saw a wide variety all the way from the Backstreet Boys to, traveling salesman problems using the simplex method and all that. And then finally, Squid Game references. So our ME classes are really spread out. So that's our final set of finalists. So we're now ready to open the voting for the People's Choice Award. I think we have about 20 minutes from now till we tabulate all the scores. So please go to the link you'll see in the chat and then vote for your favorite entry. So it's going to be in the chat. Just click on it and then please vote for your favorite entry. Again, we have a People's Choice Award. So please go ahead and do that. And now at this point, we want to shift from our themes now toward romance. So if we think back to college, a lot of us probably had their first girlfriend, first boyfriend, love team, and so on during that time. One thing that made it memorable was all of these first loves or second loves and all that. Actually, in our batch, these were the final loves because 4 of our batchmates in batch 96 ended up na nagkatuluyan. So this is Nolan and Tina Empalmado, Alan and Melody Castro, Hansley and Bo Peep C, and Chris and Mabel Chong. So congrats again to you guys for making it. And some of them are on the line actually right now. To the other batches on the Zoom call, I know there's others na nagkatuluyan din. So if you don't mind going to the Zoom chat and putting in the names of the couples from your batch or even other batches na nagkatuluyan. So for example, batch 92, I know of Bok and Grace Phoenix are based in San Diego right now. So go to the chat and put the love teams or the couples there. So the reason I bring this up is our next segment is pretty special. If you were a college student during the 90s, you probably heard this song. It's called Harana. And I know my co-host April, who'll be back shortly, has probably heard this song many times sung to her. Before it became a hit by Parokya ni Edgar, it was probably requested on the radio stations back then, 89.9, 93.1, the Mellow Touch. So at that point, it became pretty popular with all couples. And right now, we're lucky to hear it straight from the composer, who's also an ME grad. So joining us in a conversation with Kathy David, we have the creative genius behind the song Harana, Mr. Eric Yaptanco of Batch 1990. So we hope you enjoy the conversation.
I'm Kathy Kimpo David from Host Jubilarian Batch 1996, and I'm here to do a quick interview with one of our featured alumni for this homecoming, Mr. Eric Yaptanco of Batch 1990. Hi, Eric.
Hi. Hi, Kathy. Long time no
Kamusta?
see. Last time I saw you was, I think you were still in EG161.
Oh my God. Super payat ka pa nun. and I learned I can't say sir during this interview, so I'll call you Eric.
Oh, yes. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so for our alumni who are watching this, if you don't know yet, Eric is the composer of the love song Harana, which he wrote in his 3rd year in management engineering.
Yeah, it was 30. Yeah.
And it quickly went, I guess, viral within the campus. It quickly became parang the unofficial ligaw song of Ateneo, high school and college at that time. You remember?
Yeah. Well, at that time, kasi nobody had any phones or we had to
Oo
listen
nga.
to anything. So we had to bring our own music with us. During our time, pwede na akong our time.
Oo,
Kasi
our time.
halos magkabatch naman tayo. Diba? Every corner had a guitar. Every room. And may 1,001 songs or song hits or jingle. That was our source of entertainment. I'm not sure what it is right now for. I'm sure it's probably very different right now to the younger generation because they can carry their entire song collection in their pocket. But at that time, we had to have it here, and we had to play it ourselves. So it was fun, and that was a lot of that genesis of the song is being part of that barkada and always having a guitar around.
True. So that was 89 when you wrote
Yes.
the song, and then Tony Lambino. So just how I understand kung paano mas naging viral pa tong kantang to. From the Ateneo, Tony Lambino recorded it as a part of his album in 1992, and then 1997, Parokya ni Edgar naman also included in their album. Tapos meron pang 2001 na Apo Hiking.
Um,
Parang
after
for their...
Parokya, yeah.
Oo.
Well, after Parokya recorded it, there's been a lot of versions. If you go to the internet, nga, if from time to time, I go and take a look. There's an appeal there. Please stop remaking Harana. So na raw sila. That was a few years ago.
Alam mo,
Because
meron recent.
yeah.
Philippine Philharmonic Orchestra. I don't know.
Oh,
if you-
I don't know. I've not heard
yeah,
of
in
that.
their
Oh, that okay. I need to look at that.
Wow,
I have this
see,
guilt.
I'm
I have
happy I was able to share that.
I have this guilty pleasure of paminsan-minsan. Not all the time, okay, but paminsan-minsan I would go to YouTube and say, what have they done to the song? It's a slightly different twist because it's always different. When the artist picks it up, Regine Velasquez's version is different. It was also a
Iba
duet.
siguro.
If it's a female lead, etc. So it's
Kasi
there's quite a.
masarap siya kantahin even for females.
Oh, thank you.
I love
And
singing.
and
Lalo na the
and
last
and
stanza.
and to credit that as well to not credit but to round things out, we actually did Harana even for my female friends. My female friends, actually one of our friends did a Harana for her that time, her boyfriend. And all female cast naman sila.
Wow! So sila din nakabarong? Naka-misty siya.
Ibang nakasaya. I don't remember, but we actually did that just outside of Jesuit residence. Kasi maganda yung lugar doon eh. We did it during just outside of it. I don't think we were allowed
Before pa Jesu was
in the
built,
grounds.
no?
Before Jesu was built, yes. Yeah, for folks who are listening na medyo bata pa, yes, we were marami pang open space dati at that time when we were doing this about 30 years ago. Now it's a lot of buildings, a lot of nice buildings in Ateneo now, right?
So you said it 30 years ago. So viral na siya noon pa. But this year, parang something happened this year that parang bigla siyang sumabog sa internet.
Yeah, this is interesting because I got a cold text from a writer from the ANC network, the ANCX. That was around May. I was actually out. I was out in Tarlac. I was going to play golf the next day, sa Luisita, and I got a text. And they said, I got your phone, this number from my friend. Would you like to? We'd like to get more information about Harana and the real story about it. So okay, why not? So it was just really. There was a Friday night that actually it got to me, and I responded. Okay, let's do an interview Saturday morning. So rumor has it that it became people were curious about the true origins, the true story, kasi ang dami ng mga myths, di ba? Marami ng mga rumors and everything else. And people were just curious, and I think it's now because. Then pop star Tony Lambino is now assistant secretary of UF at that time, and now also one of the governors of the central bank. So they're probably curious who did it first and stuff. So they wanted to get the full story. And it was interesting because I don't think anybody really knew the full story except for a few people, maybe the people in Ateneo, that it was not
meant
to
explain it. No, it's not Parokya de Agua. The whole for 10 years. Like my teacher wrote it. Parang super proud.
And it was not meant. It was. I didn't write it overnight for a girl. It was actually experiences of the embarcada. The whole thing was factual and stuff. So I did that interview Saturday morning. And I think, so it's still there, I think, ANCX. And I think they were surprised at the story. And the way that they wrote the story was really, really well done. I don't remember the writer's name now. You can Google it. But it was really, really well written. We really appreciated that. And then that story was published in the NCX. And then it just went nuts. And it was so well written, I think people passed it around. And then Jing Kasaya, who is hindi mo kabatch, I think one batch after me. She's 91. At Ateneo 91. She's a good friend. We've always known each other since college. She's part of the group. Said, okay, let's do a feature. So they did that feature in her show, her web show. So she got everybody together. She got Tony Lambino was there. He was actually broadcasting from his office.
Yeah.
Right, I think you've seen that. And
Gabi na siya eh. It was evening
yeah.
time in the office was empty.
Pinapalis na siya, because they had to leave at about 6:30. So Chito Miranda was the first time I've ever spoken to Chito,
Oh.
and first time I've ever seen Tony in ages, because I haven't seen him in a while. And Cholo Malilin, who also was at Ateneo 91, College 91, who thought there was also there. He was the one
Kasi
who
hindi
can
kami
bring
nag-abot ni Cholo eh.
Yeah, Cholo was the one who could bring everybody together, because he knows Tony. He was the one who taught Tony. He was the one who brought it to Ateneo High School. He knows Chito. So sabi nga ni Chito backstage, sabi niya before we broadcast, sabi niya, guys, I don't like doing interviews. I don't do interviews. Pero when Cholo asked me to do this, I cannot say no. So that's why we were all gathered together. We were all together there at that show, and it was really fun. I hope we were all having fun, because it was the first time we were all together.
And that one, I think, 150,000 plus views.
I didn't even know anymore. But
I think
that's good to hear.
must have been one of Jing Castañeda's most popular uploaded videos for her channel. And then I think it was picked and then after the interview, may mga articles na naman, ABS, CBN News, Esquire magazine, Philstar. So
yeah, I think the best part of telling the story is that it's not just my story. It's a shared story with my barkada, with the group, with the people who actually co-wrote the song with me. While they didn't write it with me, they actually were there in the events.
Yeah, they were living your lyrics.
Living the events. So when they were asking, how did you write the lyrics? I mean, it was easy. I just wrote down what we were doing. So when the article came out, when the articles come out and all of that stuff, everybody is a part of it, because in reality everybody is a part of it. That's probably the for me, that is the magic of the song, because it is, yes, I physically wrote the music and lyrics, but it was based on our life as schoolmates, our life in Ateneo, our life in college, and it's a time of youth and innocence and enthusiasm and people having each other's backs, which I think we still do these days.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that it's for. It was something that you unselfishly shared with not just your barkada. I think by allowing Cholo to do the demo, it would be shared to more people. And I was thinking, what struck me there was you were in your third year in college, parang tackling the heavy load of academics of your third year. Our theme for this homecoming is More Than ME, which talks about our being excellent, magis, and also giving back. So that's what struck me. At that young age, you were so selfish.
Well, the magic really is balance. When you do this multiple aspects of what you do, it's the balance in life. So yes, your ME was tough. Third year was tough. Interestingly as well, but the more I do, I think it's a lot of people do that. If you're busy, you don't procrastinate. You actually do things. Yeah. So the more you do, the better you perform. The more stuff, and of course to a point. But it also balances it out, because I always played music. It exercises a different part of the brain. I still do it now for me, and it just shifts. So there are ways for you to actually do the work. At that time we had OR. I'm not sure kung ganun pa rin ang curriculum, which is always tough. You had a lot of we had stats, I think, statistics as well. So calculus and statistics and OR 1 and 2. And shout out to I still remember Dr. Marijo Ruiz. Thank you very much for all of that. And all of that, making that all memorable pain and suffering that we actually really went through and enjoyed. But part of that is a balance. So you go in, you do music, you're with friends, you give back to the community through the government or through foundations. It's multidimensional. It actually rounds you out, and so I enjoy that now, even now. So I play. I have a piano here at the house. I play even for myself when my team is here. Yan na, para kaming Ryan Musikahan. For people who don't remember that, it's Ryan Kaibab around the piano, and everybody just goes here and we sing, and we discover different aspects of each other. Same thing in college. You are not one thing. You are a whole person, and that balances it out. And part of it is being able to excel in what you're trying to do. Look at a balance in terms of what you really like to do. And be part of something larger and special, and in a lot of ways giving back.
Yeah. And I just confirmed. I heard that when Parokya ni Edgar was recording and they asked about royalties, parang you also use that as an opportunity to give back, right?
Yeah. Well, my first reaction was that I didn't write it for money anyways. I wasn't necessarily, that was not my living. So I said, hey, donate nyo na lang. Donate nyo na lang. But apparently you can't just do that. I had to do the paperwork. So Universal Records contacted me to do that. While I did not donate the entire thing to charity, I did donate a significant amount to the Ateneo High School Scholarship Fund. And the discussion, I'm thinking that I'm still writing and trying to get something published. If I do get that published, I'm going to donate a significant amount of that to that, because it's fun. It's fun to do. It's fun to share, and I think it's important for us to really give back.
Yeah. More than me talaga. Plugging our homecoming team. Okay. So yeah, thank you, Eric, for your time to speak to me about the backstory and what's going on right now. Yeah. And yeah, really just thank you for the time, and I'm excited for the people who are attending this alumni homecoming, because they'll get to hear a special performance from you later, and then you'll get to hear Harana sung by the composer himself, who is one of our own. So,
just remember, I did not record it originally. I just wrote it, so please bear with me.
talaga to.
I am not a professional singer, but hopefully you can bear with me on that.
Ang harana, marahil ikaw ay nagtataka, sino ba tong mukhang gagong nagkandara ba sa pagkanta at nasisintonado sa kaba? Mayroon pang dalang mga rosas, suot na may maong nakupas, at nandiyan pa ang barkadang nakapurma at nakabarong sa awit daig pang -1 at singalong. Puno ang langit ng bituin at kay lamig pa ng hangin. Sa iyong tingin ako'y nababaliw, iliw, at sa awitin kong ito nasana'y maibigan mo. Ibubuhos ko ang buong puso ko sa isang munting haranang para sa'yo. Parang galing sa sine, isang eksenang romantiko. Ikaw ang bidang artista at ako na may leading man sa storyang nagtatapos sa pag-ibig na lubos. Puno ang langit ng bituin at kailan ako'y nababaliw, giliw, at sa awitin kong ito, na sana'y maibigan mo. Ibubuhos ko ang buong puso ko sa isang munting haranang para sa'yo. Puso pa ba ang harana? Marahil ngayon ay alam mo na, basta't para sa'yo aking hirang, kahit na magmukhang hibang, tutup din ang lahat, lihat, pagkat ako yung lihat, at mahal kita, Sinda. At mahal kita, Sinda.
Okay. Thank you for that, Eric and Kathy. Talagang nakakakilig. And hello again, Patrick. Nice to be back. Thank you for covering up for me. So, you know, there's nothing like music really to bring us back to the good old days.
Oo nga. And yun, I think I'm seeing on the chat na people really find this one of the best songs written in the Philippines. And actually, I agree. Even here in the States, sa mga campfires or karaokes, even until now, we still sing this song. So thank you, Mr. Yaptanco, Eric, for gifting the Philippines and the world with that song. And as I'm looking at the chat, we asked about the couples. So it seems like there's couples from batch 79, batch 86, 97. And there's 3 couples na nagkatuluyan from batch 84 and 4 couples from batch 89. So I think 89 and us have the record for 4 couples. So this is a challenge for future batches. If we can exceed 4 couples in your batch, believe na kami. So maybe Mr. Yaptanco will sing at your wedding. So we'll see. So now part of the program is this favorite part of mine, which is we'll spotlight our batch, batch 96. And I can't believe it's been 25 years na since then. Tumatanda na tayo, April.
Oo nga. Anyway, to get to know more about our jubilarian batch 96, let's watch this video.
ME's reputation for being one of the toughest courses was like flame to the moss of highly competitive achievers. I remember a majority of the high school valedictorians among the 1992 freshman batch chose to take ME. As freshmen, we knew what we were going into. The statistic of only 1 in 4 would graduate was very real, sacrificing summer breaks, sacrificing time for parties because you had to study. But the massive relief and sense of shell-shocked freedom that you get after you pass your spec sem is irreplaceable.
You gotta be calm, you gotta stay together. All I know, love will save the day. Herald what your mother said, read the books your father read, trying to solve the puzzles in your own sweet time.
So during our first year in college, our home org had this competition. It was a male pageant entitled Ginoong Mea. So we fielded in 4 candidates, Patrick, Eric, Crisanto, and Arlu. And one of ours won that competition. Not bad for our freshman year.
You gotta be cool, you gotta be calm, you gotta stay together. All I know, love will save the day. Time asks no questions, it goes on without you, leaving you behind if you can stand the pace.
Fun fact about our batch. Ever since grad, we've had a reunion at the same venue. Getting together at Ella's has become a bit of a tradition for us.
The house has actually seen us grow up. The karaoke parties, swimming, and games eventually gave way to quieter dinners and long catch-ups over dessert. And these reunions have actually helped us connect throughout the years.
We'd like to thank the Aglipay family for opening their home to us throughout all of these years.
Lovers, they may cause you tears. Go ahead, release your fears. My, oh my, You gotta be bad, you gotta be bold, you gotta be wiser. You gotta be hard, you gotta be tough, you gotta be stronger. You gotta be cool, you gotta be calm, you gotta stay together. All I know.
When the pandemic hit in 2020, our batch saw it as an opportunity to connect virtually. We started having regular Zoom meets to catch up and reminisce about the old days. On top of connecting, we also used our time on Zoom to figure out how we as a batch could help those most adversely affected by the pandemic. We decided to focus on helping school children. All in all, in 2020, our batch donated 472,000 pesos to do two things. First, provide lunch to 124 kids in Bagong Bayan Elementary School in Quezon City for the whole school year. And second, to provide software licenses to 10 schools that made virtual learning for students in these schools more interesting and engaging.
You gotta be cool, you gotta be calm, you gotta stay together.
Cool. What a cool video. And I'm not just saying that because it's our batch, but this is really good. So thanks again to all the folks who made the video. JC Briones, Pabs Antonio, Kathy David, and everyone involved. And Batch 96, if you're still on the Zoom call right now, please put on the chat, give us a shout out and say where you're coming from, just so we know what part of the world everyone's at. And there's a late entry. Apparently Batch 98 also had 4 couples. So 4 seems to be the limit. And as we know from calculus, we know that the limit does not exist. So for future batches, again, challenge to have more couples. So I think as mentioned, April, during the video, we've had get-togethers over the years. So thanks again to the Aglipay family for always hosting us. We've also had virtual get-togethers during the during the pandemic. We even had like a family feud with virtual game with cash prizes. So that's how we were able to connect. We have our Viber group. And then I know a lot of us also have barkadas who are ME, who's, ninongs and ninangs to each other's kids. So it's really like a family affair.
Yeah, it's a very tight and close family. Ako ang favorite ko really is, when I go to other countries and I reconnect with our other batchmates. And isn't it the best when you meet up with your friends in other countries and they show you, parang may local local tour guide, and they show you the best places to go to, and then you're with your friends, diba? Because it's a very personal experience, which I really love.
Your own personal travel guide, diba?
Yeah.
So for future batches, you can actually contact older batches. We'll be happy to show you around. So also adding to the family connection, we have a special circumstance this year. We have a batchmate and her dad, who's actually also a jubilarian. So this would be Marie Hular, who won a pillow earlier. She's from 96, and her dad, Domeng Hular, from class of 71. So just a quick shout out to Marie and her dad, Dom. This is pretty rare where we have two from the same family, father and daughter being jubilarians. So again, shout out to Marie and Dom, her dad.
Yeah, hello, and glad to know you're both ME alumni, tapos you're both here together. And just a fun fact, Patrick, the dad of Marie was actually my host when we were in the Glee Club Asian tour, no? So parang what a coincidence, no, to be the classmates of Marie, tapos at the same time, yung dad naging host parent pa namin sa Glee Club tour.
Oh, diba? So talagang family affair. So, So I think as we know, being part of a family, families look out for each other. And we know this homecoming is all about giving back as well. And I'm happy to be part of this community of very generous givers. We really saw the full support of everyone in donating and raising funds for ME scholars. So today, let's take a look at our scholars and what they've been up to. So let's watch this video.
Hi everyone, I am Wesley de la Cruz from the FAME Scholarships Committee. To date, FAME has provided scholarships for more than 65 scholars, 41 of which have graduated already, and I'll always be grateful that I was one of those. The FAME Scholarship Committee's goal is to make giving to the scholarship fund more accessible and enjoyable, regardless of how much will be donated. We are hoping for your continued support as we roll out more initiatives in the coming months. And to express our sincere gratitude, here are messages from the scholars you've supported through the years.
Thank you, FAME, for your help. I wish that our alumni community can be reminded that generosity changes lives. Your actions and contributions, no matter how big or small they might seem, at the end of the day, they piece together a person's aspirations and make them a lived experience. We, the FAME scholars, are forever grateful for all the support and guidance that you've provided us throughout the years. I hope that the alumni from FAME can continue finding joy in coming together and supporting our activities for scholars. Thank you so much.
Thank you, FAME, for your help, and I hope our alumni community can also extend the same to really produce more mayans in the future and also for the future.
Thank you so much to the FAME community for your help. I wish that our alumni community can continue to raise and support additional ME scholars as the next game changers and problem solvers for this global economy.
Thank you again, thank you FAME for your help, and I hope that our alumni community can continue supporting our scholars, because I know that in whatever field that they might decide to go into after graduation, they will continue to do their best to pay it forward, to pay your generosity forward.
Thank you, FAME, for your help. I wish that we, the alumni community, can continue to support the scholarship program in whatever way we can and give the gift of education to very deserving individuals. I hope that through our generosity, we can continue to produce individuals, future leaders for the corporate world, but also for our country.
Once more, thank you for making our dreams of having an ME education come true, and for all the dreams that have yet to be fulfilled.
Wow, thanks to our dear scholars for that very heartwarming video. And please know that you have the rest of the FAME network behind you, supporting you in everything you do. And for those joining us today, you can actually donate to the ME Scholarship Fund still, and we can produce even more scholars. So you can just scan the QR code that you see on your screen, or you can visit fameateneo.org after the program to give your pledge. We also have an option for those in the US who need a 501c3 registration for tax deduction. And I can vouch for this because I did it the other day. You may donate to the Philippine Jesuit Foundation in New York and just indicate that the donation is for the ADMU ME Homecoming 2021. So thanks again for your generosity, everyone.
Okay, so last year, ME Batch 95 started what became a very successful art fundraiser for Ateneo scholars. Art by FAME is an online art gallery featuring original Filipino art. Finding the intersection of creativity of Filipino artists, our enthusiasm for art, and the generosity of art patrons from the Ateneo community, Art by FAME became an amazing way to raise funds for current and future FAME scholars.
Yeah, and just so you know, 100%, so that's all of the net profits are donated via FAME to the Ateneo Scholarship Fund. And this year, Art by FAME is back. So let's take a quick look at the featured artists for 2021.
Okay, 30 Filipino artists with over 150 works of art. There are Atenean artists in there too, with Paulina Luz Soto, US-based Chadwick Arsinue, Bea Policarpio, and ME alumnus Gabriel Velasquez.
Wow. So, ME, smart na, artistic pa, di ba? So, saan ka pa?
Very well-rounded.
Okay. So, come visit the site at www.artxfame.com, and you can also follow on Instagram using the handle artxfame. You can register as a patron and get free professional framing services and free shipping and delivery as well. So now, April, we've seen the different batches. Now we're going to come to a very special batch because this is the only one with the 0.5. This is the Ruby Jubilarians, batch 81 and 81.5. And you might be wondering why. They'll explain some of that in the video and we'll cover some of that later. So we'd like to thank them for paving the way for us who are now 4 years, for everyone after 81.5. And for all of the other batches that only had 4 years to do it. So here are the Ruby Jubilarians from batch 81 and 81.5.
are 81.5 ME, the last batch of the ME 5-year course. Our batch adventure started in 1977, in which we were required to take summer classes to finish the course in 4.5 years, landing us on October 1981. More than 50% of us have gone global in search of our future. We have grown, survived, thrived, and excelled. But we still remember to give back to the school that made us who we are by helping others have the chance to get an Ateneo education.
Hear the drums echoing tonight, and she hears only whispers of some quiet conversation. She's coming in 12:30 flight. The moonlit wings reflect the stars that guide me towards salvation. I stopped an old man along the way, hoping to find some old forgotten words or ancient melodies. He turned to me as if to say,
We succeeded because of very special people who once explored with us in our adventure. To them, we express our deepest gratitude and thanks.
Galing. Very good videos from batch 81 and 81.5. Nakakatuwa. But anyway, Patrick, we have now come to the most exciting and most suspenseful part of the program, which is the live draw for our major raffle. In a few minutes, one very lucky winner here will be the new owner of a brand new Honda Brio. So imagine, no, alam nyo ba, mananalo kayo today? Parang, well, ako, I'm looking forward na sana ako yun. Kasi, oo, di ba, bagay sa traffic in Manila and also the parking situation. So, I mean, a Honda Brio would indeed be a, very appropriate and useful car given the situation in the country.
Oo nga. So yeah, and I think continuing on the theme of celebration from the previous video, someone's gonna be celebrating. And to lead our major raffle draw, let's call on the current program director for ME, Mr. Bong Olpok.
Hi everyone and good evening.
Hi, sir.
Hi Patrick. Hi April. Okay, so to everyone here, good evening. My name is Bong Olpok, ME Batch 91. So yung mga kwento ni Patrick kanina tungkol sa WordStar, pag-transfer to Word, naabutan pa namin yung, hindi nga PowerPoint yun eh. Nakalimutan ko na kung ano yung presentation app namin. Pero Lotus 123 rin ang spreadsheet namin type. Okay. So, I'm currently the program director of the Management Engineering Program, and on behalf first of the John Gokongwei School of Management and specifically the ME program, I would like to thank FAME, you, all of the alumni here, for consistently and always helping out not just the ME program, but also the ME students. You've been giving a lot monetarily through your scholarships, through your time, in mentoring, in helping out, and networking with our students. What I'd also like to inform everyone here is that this batch, and so let me take this opportunity, that this batch of 2022 graduates, the ones who will be graduating this coming year, will be the first batch who will be following the new curriculum of the ME program. So when I registered and logged in, I saw that there were a lot of interest groups. The new ME curriculum has these interests in mind. So we have a lot of new courses which are aligned to these interest groups. New courses like creativity and innovation management. Sustainability is also there. We also have international business. We have an analytics elective also in the new ME curriculum. And the ME curriculum right now has a thesis and 600 hours of internship right now. We've added these courses because we believe that these courses will actually help mold the new ME graduates to be prepared in what we call our VUCA world right now, a world that is volatile, uncertain, complex, and I forgot the A, to be honest. Okay, so without further ado, I think everyone's waiting for this. So let me now start the wrap-up. I've been told that there are, and just to put some math here, that there are 1,126 raffle stubs here. So if you want to do the math, each stub has around a 0.0888% chance of being chosen. Okay, so let's see who will win the Honda Brio, Patrick and April. Okay.
Yeah, excited na sir, excited na.
Excited na lahat. Okay, so
sige. Okay. This is probably one of the biggest prizes they've given.
Ko dito, ha? Kaya yata siguro ako ang pinili. Okay, sige. So, here's the winner. Okay, ticket number. Okay, it's in the 600s. The ticket number, Fame 600 series. Let's narrow down the batch. It's batch 2018. Ayan.
Wala na tayo dyan, Pat.
Wala na.
So the winner is Clarice Teresa Ginto.
Wow.
Wow,
2018. So congratulations. Okay.
Galing.
Yan.
Congrats, Clarice.
Congratulations.
Congrats. Okay.
nga. And true to her name, Ginto, a golden chance to win tonight. So congratulations, Clarice. Galing. And actually, just a reminder, you can actually get the car or the cash equivalent. So if you decide to, change it to pesos, dollars, or cryptocurrency, it's up to you. Actually, I don't think we're doing crypto yet. So any other fiat currency at this point. So, but congratulations to Clarice. Galing. So at this point, to continue the momentum, we have a few more prizes to be given away. So let's now proceed to awarding our TikTok Throw Me Back Challenge winners. So today we're awarding again 3 prizes: the People's Choice Award, the first runner-up, and our first place winner. So are you ready, April?
Yeah, I'm excited to find out our TikTok champs. Okay, so our first award is the People's Choice Award. Yung TikTok na nag-garner ng most number of votes from our attendees. And the award goes to
Wow!
yeah, the 2013 expectations, no? Versus reality, no?
Galing, galing,
Oo
galing.
nga. Nakaka-relate naman talaga, kaya nanalo siya.
Okay. So congrats, Millie. So the soju will be put to good use, and to all the other Squid Game references as well. So congrats to Batcha 2013.
Congratulations.
So for our next award, we have the first runner-up. And again, this was decided with a set of criteria from the committee. So the first runner-up from our Throw Me Back challenge is, let's see what our winner is. Titan na ako. Oh ho ho!
Wow,
Batch
congratulations.
1981.
Yeah.
I want it that way. Gusto mo, gusto ko. Congratulations to that batch.
Yeah. And okay, finally, our grand prize. And the prize is, of course, 20,000 pesos. The best TikTok out of all the entries is...
Wow! Galing!
Okay.
Wow, our golden 1971.
Classic moves. Bust up. Okay, congratulations.
Just to show na whatever age ME people can still bust a move. I think internally we're calling them the dancing titos. Baka maging viral na yan sa TikTok. So congratulations, Batch 71. And you already found the next part of your career, being TikTok influencers. So thanks again for all the wonderful memories and the artistic talent.
Okay, for those who haven't won any prizes yet, don't worry. It's time to do our final raffle for the night. We still have more prizes like super comfy Uratex pillows, no? And our gift checks from Philippine Suns and 5,000 pesos in cash. So now let's draw 5 winners for the Uratex pillow. Okay, so our winners, our 5 winners for the Uratex pillows are Christopher Edward Puen, Philip Sevilla, Ricardo Lacson Jr., and Joel Cruz and Dara Tan. Congratulations.
Congrats. And as Paolo and Chita said earlier, first-hand experience, it really helps kung masakit yung likod, masakit yung leeg. So congrats to all the winners of Uratex. So now we have the 5 remaining gift certificate winners for Felipe and Sons. So let's see who the winners are. So congratulations to Perry Villa, Joseph Marcelo, Agnes Brazal, Arthur Esquivel, and our very own Mr. Joel Cabalia from Batch 96. Congratulations.
Congratulations. And lastly, we have 2 winners of 5,000 pesos in cash, and they are Paulo Antonio, Anton Luis Galang. Congratulations.
Wow. Congrats. So 5,000 pesos or for foreign currency equivalent. Congrats to you guys for that. Before we end the night, we'd like to acknowledge again the generosity of our sponsors who helped us with our goal of raising money for our famed scholars.
Okay, our patron sponsors, Red Rock IT and Security, a partner you can trust to secure your applications and your infrastructure. Martin Lorenzo Group of Companies, Owishi Potato Chips, Simple Snack, Simple Joy, Smart C Plus, for everything that you squeeze in your day. Laging ready with Owishi Smart C. Owishi Fishda, Snack perfect for all. Philinvest, we build the Filipino dream. Colorado Shipyard Corporation, committed to quality, dependability, technical expertise, serving our local community and global partners for 50 years.
And we have our presenters, Nike Jordan Family DNA, Embrace Higher Expectations, Everest Appliances, product design philosophy based on quality, innovation, and with the customer's need always in mind. The ME Group, Eurotex, in its 53 years in the business, continues to provide Filipinos the comfort and quality sleep they deserve and instill the message of sleep wellness to everyone. Itulog mo yan. Accenture, a global professional services company with leading capabilities in digital, cloud, and security. Metro Pacific Tollways Corporation, the biggest tollway builder and operator in the Philippines. They bring solid and successful track records to tollways, buildings, and operations in the Pan-Asian region. And Fast Logistics, ahead of the curve, ahead of the line, ahead of the game. With 4 decades in logistics, we can help take you where you need to be.
And our partner donor, Alternative Learning Resource School. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks. And we also have some sponsors who prepared some remarks from the FAME community. Let's watch this video.
Hello, I'm Gwen Yason from Batch 97, a Managing Director for the Accenture Technology Centers in the Philippines. And welcome to MoreThanME, our 2021 Global Homecoming. As we celebrate our 52nd year in the BS Management Engineering program, I would also like to congratulate the jubilarians from Batch 1971, 1981, and 1996. ME has taught me how to work in high-pressure situations and how to collaborate with different people in a team, and I'm very thankful for that. Now let's hear it from us and Accenture colleagues.
What ME taught me is that even though our customers go to our company for our technology expertise, they also appreciate the fact that we know all aspects of their business, from the industry that they work in, the various functions and core capabilities that they have in their business, no, and even the underlying corporate functions, operations, for everything from finance, supply chain, to even human resources. So the cross-disciplinary nature of ME really helped me in my career.
As a under supply chain transformation, but internally I work on change management initiatives to help our people, help our clients achieve their transformation better. Through the rigor of the program, ME has enabled me with a foundation to build a compelling vision, advocate for it, and to approach it holistically to realize sustainable value for both Accenture and our clients. So my biggest thanks to the program and congratulations to the FAME community for achieving yet another milestone.
Systems thinking training that I received during my time at university and with management engineering served as a strong foundation for my design thinking and open innovation mindsets that I adopt on a regular basis as part of my roles in Accenture Ventures and Accenture's Philippine Hub for Innovation. To see and understand how systems work and interact with each other as individuals and as part of a whole allow me to see the big picture, solve real, relevant problems, identify synergies, and ultimately design human-centered solutions.
A lot of skills that I need as a technology consultant were first honed in my life as an ME student. And I'd say there are 2 key skills needed. First would be learning technologies very quickly. For example, having learned neural networks in operations research has made it a lot easier for me to understand AI and its benefits. Which brings me to my second point, which is being able to present technology's benefits to clients. Having had to present many times over in strategy and marketing classes has made it easier for me to sell to clients all over the world, not just the technology, but the story of change in their companies. Well, to our clients we say, let there be change.
Hello, I'm General Edgar Aglipay, the chairman of the ME Small and Medium Enterprises. First, I would like to greet the jubilarians of the Ateneo Management Engineering Anniversary Day today. And second, I would like to congratulate the organizers of this anniversary for making the activity global. And thirdly, I am now going to introduce to you Emmy. Emmy started 46 years ago in the residence of the newlywed Aglipais with 2 trucks, 2 drivers, 2 helpers, and 1 employee staff. Today, after 46 years, we have now more or less 5,000 employees, 1,000 or more trucks, and all our companies are ISO certified. What is rewarding after 46 years that most of our clients are top 3 in their respective industries. For our logistics group, we have Procter & Gamble in Unilever, Shell and Petron, Japanese Tobacco and Philip Morris, Yasaki Tori. For our security group, we are guarding the U.S. Embassy in the Philippines and the U.S. properties. Ayala and SM, EI and DMCI. And lately, we have been fortunate to get a contract with the joint venture of the Filipino and Japanese company as their security consultant and providing security for the construction of the underground subway. And our trading group is the sole distributor of a Japanese, with the Chinese brand truck, and also doing the distribution of Jollibee products in all the outlets, more or less 700 outlets all over Metro Manila and South Luzon, using 300 trucks. And we have 2 new companies. The ME Energy, recently given a contract to build or establish wind power generation and solar power generation in the Cagayan province. And the ME Construction Group recently was able to be awarded a subcontract by LG for the construction of 2,500 megawatt solar power generators in several camps of the armed forces in our country. I am fortunate to have met a lot of ME Ateneo graduates, and I am impressed by their professionalism. And I had a classmate in UPMBA, Pete Brion, who was class 73. And a young professor then, Dr. Bernie Atienza, class 71, who is having his golden anniversary today. But I'm most happy and fortunate to have sent a daughter in that revered institution, Ella, my firstborn, Ella Aglipay Delio. Anak, congratulations and more power. And to all Ateneo Management Engineering graduates, I'm proud of you all. Salamat po and mabuhay kayong lahat.
To my fellow alumni and other members of the ME community, congratulations for having a successful global virtual homecoming today. The pandemic that is now on its 20th month really upended our life, even denied us the pleasure of getting together to celebrate our annual homecoming. But fortunately, through the wonders of technology, we are able to hold a virtual homecoming this year. And since it is online, the homecoming has gone global. But while virtual homecoming is fun, many of us still long to have a physical on-site homecoming at least once a year. We miss the times we get together, the warmth of the company of everyone, and feeling nostalgic recalling our ME life. Bringing together people, families, and community. That is the function of Metro Pacific Tollway. We make faraway places accessible to everyone. And we offer to all of you, through our roads, bridges, expressways, and other infrastructure services, the freedom of journey. We thank you, everyone, for making us a part of your celebration tonight. Good evening to everyone.
Good evening, fellow Ateneans. I'm Christian Cheng, a BS Management student from Batch 2020 of the Ateneo, and now your Texas Digital Marketing and PR Head. It feels great to be back home even though hindi ko kayo ka-course mates, and I'm honored to be a part of your homecoming even if it's just for a short bit. So the reason why we're all here is because we took our time off to reunite with our fellow batchmates in college and just remember the good old times in this virtual event. Parang kailan lang, nagka-bonfire tayo sa Ateneo nung nanalo tayo sa UAAP. And just like attending the bonfire, we do take a brief escape from the busyness of reality. Pero minsan, sa sobrang magis din natin, we actually burn out and we forget that we need to receive some rest as well. And this is why your text tells you na itulog mo yan. Because with a better sleep comes a better you physically and mentally. And a good sleep actually allows you to do magis. And to be able to function as a man or woman for others, we need good sleep, which is possible through Eurotex's products. And one of our products that we just launched actually is the Senso Frost mattress. And this is Eurotex's coolest memory foam mattress. And this will surely help you get quality sleep. And with that, I would like to invite all of you to follow Eurotex Philippines on Facebook and Instagram so that you can stay updated with us. And on behalf of Eurotex, thank you for having me. Remember, even God took a rest on the seventh day in the story of creation. So take this time to rest and enjoy the rest of your evening.
Okay, so again, thank you, sponsors. Really appreciate it. And it's been such a fun night, and for you, Patrick, a very fun morning. And there will be more fun for us because very soon we will be going to our batch breakout sessions.
Yeah, and I know for a lot of you, it'll be the first time seeing each other in years. Even if it's virtual, at least you'll see each other. And it's really been an honor to represent the Silver Jubilarians, Batch 96, as one of the hosts for the evening. I know a lot of our batchmates put in a lot of hard work for this. The organizing committee made up of all the jubilarians put in many months of work. So this does not happen by magic. We'd really like to thank everyone involved with all of this. And as you can see, Magis is really still alive in our batch and all the jubilarian batches.
Okay, so now it's time to pass the torch to the next jubilarian batch who will lead the homecoming next year in 2022. For this, may we now call on to share the virtual stage our batch 1996 representative Chris Chua and batch 1997 rep Joseph Tai.
Thanks, April and Pat. On behalf of Silver Jubilarian Batch 1996, I will now turn over the TC WAG torch to you, Joseph, and Batch 1997.
Nako.
Chris, thank you for the book, and congratulations to Bidari and Batch 1996 for an amazing homecoming. And looking forward to seeing everyone again next year. Have a great night, everyone.
Okay, thanks, guys.
Oh.
Okay, thanks so much for that. So Joseph and Batch 97, no pressure. Pero as you can see, everything keeps getting better and better every year, and we're really looking forward to the next year's homecoming. Hopefully we can do it all in person. So we'll see. Before we end, here's a message for all of us from the Ateneo president, Father Bobby Yap. So let's watch this.
Good evening to all. I am very pleased to greet the Federation of Ateneo Management Engineers FAME during your 2021 homecoming. The Ateneo has always considered management engineering as one of its most distinctive contributions to management education in the country. With a manifestly, Tatak Ateneo ME is a program which develops management competencies with rigorous quantitative skills, analytical prowess, critical thinking, communication abilities, imbued with creativity, humanistic values, teamwork, and a strong sense of service. I am happy to tell you that the Board of Trustees and the university leadership recognizes FAME as an exemplary alumni organization worthy of emulation by alumni of other Ateneo programs. The university appreciates very much the existing programs of FAME that benefit ME students, scholarships, and companies for the ME Super Project, and internships coordinated with JG SOM, and programs which support young ME graduates through mentoring by experienced ME alumni, now with matching of mentors and mentees done digitally. On behalf of the ME scholars who are the main beneficiaries for tonight's homecoming, I would like to thank you for the scholarship program which was started on FAME's 50th year in 2009 as inspired by Dr. Marijo Luis. Over 60 scholars have been funded since then, and I wish you well as you aim to get 100 scholars very soon. In the spirit of being men and women for others, it is noteworthy that the theme of your homecoming is more than ME. I cannot praise you enough as you expand the programs of FAME to include collaborating with the Tanging Yaman Foundation in its different programs for the poor and the marginalized. Tonight, I joyfully celebrate with you as you pursue FAME's mission to connect, collaborate, and contribute. One big fight, ad maiorem Dei gloriam.
Thank you, Father Bobby. Very good to hear that our FAME org is actually a model for other alumni orgs. So I'm very happy to hear that. Thanks, Father Bobby. And now to give our closing remarks, may we call on our FAME president, Mr. Dolvin Tan.
I hope that you laughed, learned, and loved this evening. Thank you for attending this More Than ME homecoming and supporting our scholars. We would like to recognize the numerous individuals who tirelessly worked this past year to put together an engaging, thoughtful, and successful global homecoming. First, the amazing More Than ME homecoming core group headed by Ella Aglipay-Delio, Eric Tanso, and Joel Cabala for all their hard work, which we see in the results of the fundraising, the activation of the global network, the impressive attendance, and the wonderful homecoming program. Special mention for Jason Ngo and his team, who put together the online ticket purchasing system that allowed easy transactions from anywhere around the world. On screen, you will see the names of the other core group members from batch 1996. Maraming salamat sa inyong lahat. Then the Jubilarian Committee as well. Rene Aguila and Nonoy Niles from batch 1971, Alex Cuadra and Jingo Guanyo from batch 1981, Adolfo Javier and Bambi Sevilla from batch 1981.5. Thank you for your guidance throughout the year, as well as the funds that your batches raised for the scholars. Of course, the FAME team, communications headed by Mili De Luna and supported by Mea with Chris Ray Lastrella for consistently promoting the various homecoming initiatives. Membership headed by Dorothy Ching for rallying the batch reps early on this year, thus enabling the momentum to carry over to the homecoming. And our consistent admin support, Ana Geronimo, the source of all information and our go-to person for logistics. Moreover, we are grateful to our dear Jesuits and the Ateneo de Manila, Father Bill Kreutz, former chairman of the ME program, for saying Mass at the beginning, Father Bobby Yap, current university president, for his message of support, Dr. Marijo Ruiz, our constant inspiration, and Bong Olpok, ME program director and fellow ME alumnus, who drew our raffle winner. Last but not least, thank you, Future Proof, our event management firm, for a job well done. Thank you, Trish Esteban, Director JP Esteban, Ven Bayani, and other Future Proof staff. Thank you again to the celebrating batches 1996, 1981.5, 1981, and 1971. Thank you also to all the batch representatives and the newly installed region representatives for helping our scholars receive a world-class ME education. A pleasant evening to all, and do stay on and enjoy the company of your batchmates and our very own rock star, Ma'am Marijo, in your respective breakout rooms.
Okay, thank you very much for that, Tobin. And of course, to the hardworking team who made this super fun night possible. It's already late, but I can still feel the adrenaline pumping, and I'm not yet ready to wind down. I'm looking forward to the breakout sessions with our batchmates. So before we end, we want to announce that Times Trading, care of batch 1971, is donating a TrueSense air purifier with sensor pod with a value of 23,700 pesos. So a winner was already selected randomly, and the prize goes to Anna Marie C. So congratulations, Anna. Times Trading will be delivering your prize to your address.
Cool. Bo Peep, congratulations. What the nickname of Anna Marie Senarich is now C, married to my good friend Hansley. So congrats, Bo Peep, on this raffle. And I'm actually excited to see everyone in the breakout room. I think around close to 40 people registered for tonight's program from batch 96. So hope to see a lot of people there. So we'll open the breakout rooms again, similar to earlier. Go to, and we're gonna have instructions on screen. Go to your batch and click join, and it should be easy enough. Click on the breakout rooms button, find your batch, and click join, and hopefully you'll be connected with your batchmates there. And if you have any trouble, please put on the chat. Our events coordinators will be very glad to help. Okay, that should be it. So thanks again for everyone who stayed on. Thanks again, April, for co-hosting, and to Paolo and Chito earlier. Yeah. So just like old times.
Yeah, had a lot of fun, but I guess now the priority of everyone is the batch kamustahan. So let the night begin.
Okay, bye everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.